Bryant Street Publishing presents Sniffing Out the Spy by Rimmy London. Read for you by Emma Love. Dedicated to all the best dogs. Chapter 1. Megan Henney had to admit she'd always been a bit of a hippie. She considered this as she straightened tangled necklaces on the new countertop display. They'd been popular with tourists from the moment she put them out in her boardwalk shop, and that made her hippie heart happy. The teal stones were most popular, but she favored the tiny amber gems, and the way light would shine through, causing them to glow. There were 3 around her neck, draped in a subtle V and copycatting the neckline of her white lace tank. They went well with her auburn hair and green eyes. Desmond's rather glum teenage voice pulled her from her thoughts. He was the grandson of a cheerful and very English friend who owned the bookshop only a few doors down. Working as her assistant, he was helping a customer return a beautiful blue scooter. His shaggy black hair hung in his face most days, and today was no exception. It seemed his vision was mostly obstructed by the mass of keratin, but if it was, he didn't show it. The customer walked out of the shop, and Megan looked over the scooter quickly, assuring there was no damage. Desmond always filled out a damage report when needed, but still, there was the question of his hair. A squeal of tires from outside had Megan spinning around. She braced for the inevitable collision of metal on metal, but there was only a thump-bump-squeal. She rushed to the doorway to see a young couple stepping off one of her blue scooters, having collided with a small sedan. She hurried outside, grateful they hadn't met with a truck or bus. Both the man and woman appeared okay, and Megan sighed with relief. Although the same could not be said for her scooter. It was severely crumpled. "Oh, man, we're all right." The man was in swim trunks, and the woman sported a black bikini. She smacked him on the arm. "Are you insane?" she shouted with a shaky voice. "Watch where you're going!" A gray-haired woman stepped out from the driver's side with a look of terror on her face. "I'm so sorry," she said in quiet shock. "There was no time to stop. You know you have a yield sign when coming from that direction." The man laughed, and Megan started. What exactly did he find funny? She assumed it to be nervous laughter, and caught up to them as quickly as she could.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?